You know, I just realized that the tremolo picking exclusive to black metal is always off-branded and like ripped off by these popular big selling metal bands that just do like synthesized versions of that. Food for thought. I'm Mickey Gemini, this is Vault of Doom. Oh shit. Welcome to the Vault of Doom. I'm Mickey Gemini. I almost fucking paused. Shit, I almost fucking stopped the recording and shit. That'd be a pain in the ass. That's just where I like zoom out and then scroll right and then I have to reposition where the recording starts and then press record again. I keep doing it on these last episodes. This is episode you're listening to the Vault of Doom by Mickey Gemini, hosted by me, Mickey Gemini, episode 7? Yeah, episode 7. And today I'm doing, for this episode, part of the episode, as you know, this week and next week has 4 episodes per week. So those other 2 episodes, this is episode 7. This is where you're listening on Spotify, and episode 8 is also on Spotify. The other 2 will be on YouTube. So anyway, guys, I just fucking finally got all my goddamn Linktree shit all set up, and now once I have this email confirmation that's not going to show up, it just like won't arrive in my email box to confirm my PayPal so that you guys can PayPal me some cash if you like the show. I mean, I keep thinking of how often I forget about that, asking you guys for your support and to support me on Patreon, PayPal, and Cash App. I don't really ask for that. I mean, there's, another cool thing that I'm gonna. Oh, and by the way, so this will be the 36th video uploaded to the YouTube channel on this extended cuts version, episode 7.5. And yeah, it should be something exclusive. It should be the all black metal episode, considering the number that it is. Numbers are interesting things. And right now, I have to go ahead and just make this whole episode about numbers, because I want to get into detail about my guitar. So that's what I'll make this episode, Guitar Hacks. Episode 6 was about guitars and my guitar that I'm using for this project. So this will be about my guitar hacks. Now, I have to go through a little bit some of the connotations, vocalizing it out loud, just
a Metro.
Some of the connotations behind this guitar hack. Just logically figure it out and piece together if it makes sense or not. I mean, there's just so many different ways that people write music, and I can't quite say that any of the good songs that I've written really were using my guitar hacks. But it certainly helps for when I'm bored. It helps for when I have run out of ideas. It helps to kill some time. I don't have a lot of
I'm John Stokes. I'm 25 years old. I consider myself a jack of all trades. I know a little about a lot, but not a lot about a little. My yard's flat full of boats, four-wheelers, trucks. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff because my wife is fed up with all the projects that I've had.
My name is Dwayne Bennett. My father got me into blacksmithing.
He's been given a time limit. He has a heart issue, and he just wanted to make a knife. So I said, well, let's make a knife.
My name is Drew Hash. Having been a chef, I was always working with knives, and I kind of got tired of not getting what I wanted as far as sharpness and edge retention, so I decided to pursue making knives.
My name is Quentin Horton. I've been bladesmithing for almost 20 years. I'm prepared for this competition because there's not a whole lot they could throw at me that I haven't done at least once. I could forge literally with my eyes closed.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge. You're here to engage in 3 timed rounds of the edged weapon making competition specifically designed to push the limits of weaponsmithing, all in front of a panel of expert judges who decides which of you will be our next Forged in Fire champion, leaving here with that check for 10 grand. Let's meet them now. Up first, ABS Mastersmith Jay Nielsen, Historic Weapons Recreation Specialist David Baker, and last, Edged Weapons Specialist Doug Marcaida. Bladesmiths in this first round of competition, you will have to make not 1 blade, but 3.
Thought I was prepared. I was wrong. Never in a million years did I guess I was going to come here and have to make 3 blades. As a bladesmith, that's the hardest thing I've ever had put in front of me.
Gentlemen, on your anvils is cloth. Go ahead and lift that up. Those are everyday run-of-the-mill railroad spikes.
Oh boy, I've only made 2 of those. Not my favorite. They are harder to forge than regular knife steel. I'm not looking forward to this.
Railroad spike knives can be simple and rustic, or they can be elegant and fantastic. But they must keep some semblance of the spike itself by maintaining and refining the spike head. Your finished blades at the end of round 2 will be tested for strength and durability in a railroad spike chop and for edge retention in a canvas runner slice. You will have 3 hours to forge your blades. Good luck, bladesmiths. Your time starts now.
First time we've had our Smiths forge 3 knives in a challenge, so I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. Is the first one going to be the best or the last one?
Railroad spikes was all I used to work on, so I'm comfortable with them. But the wow factor for me is having to make 3 knives in 3 hours. I have no idea how I'm going to get through it.
Let's talk about strategy. Do you work 1 blade at a time, or do you try to multitask and do?
I put 2 spikes in so I can work 1, heat 1. 3 might be a little too much to control.
As of right now, I'm going to try to get 2 knives going at the same time, and then I'm going to take more time on the 3rd one.
I'm hoping I can keep my mindset on the fact that I have 3 knives. Hopefully I don't mess one up thinking about another one.
My plan of attack is to work all 3 blades at the same time because it's more efficient. The risk in doing it that way would be I get too caught up in one aspect of the blade. My wife would tell you more times than not, I go out to the shop to work and, no, it's all right, babe, I'll be in like half an hour. Next thing I know, I've got sucked into what I'm doing and it's 4.5 hours later, she's mad.
There are any number of things that can go wrong just making 1 railroad spike knife. Now add 2 more knives in a time challenge, it ups the stakes.
It's going to be tough working the logistics. Do I try and run all 3 at the same time? Do I do 1 at a time? I'm going to make 3 different knives because it showcases what my abilities are. It's a challenge for me to do 3 different things that will serve the same purpose but have totally different looks.
I like the idea of seeing some differences in all 3 blades.
Yeah, well, and different styles all the way around.
I'm trying to get ahead of the game as fast as possible, so I'm going full bore, all 3 in the fire at the same time. I figure I can slow down later, but I certainly don't want to be behind.
You know, Drew used to be a chef. Do you think that helps him in this competition?
The stress management might help a lot.
And honestly, forging knives is following a recipe, so...
Having the best ingredients mixed with years of experience and knowledge is what's going to get you a superior product.
Are we expecting to see things or handles to get it?
I'm expecting to see integral handles.
My plan is to make a handle all 3 knives. I figured if I can do a simple twist handle, I can have more time on the actual profile of the blade.
Look at this, John's putting some twists in his blade, which is a common trait for a railroad spike knife.
One of the standard mistakes is before you twist the handle, draw it out a little bit. get another ½ inch, 3/4 of length. You see way too many guys who are just starting out with spikes, making these thin little needles.
Typically, the spike has been twisted into a handle shape. The problem with that is it'll tear your hand to pieces. So I'm taking a different route.
I'm curious here, Quentin is just flattening that spike out, head and everything. So I think he's actually planning on putting scales or something on it.
I want to take this material, convert it into a usable stock, and make something that I can actually put handles on.
Oh God. Quentin has cut the pommel head off.
We didn't tell them to make signature blades in their signature style. We told them to make railroad spike knives.
A railroad spike knife resembles a railroad spike.
If you can't look at it and say, hey, that was a spike.
Defeats the purpose.
90 minutes has elapsed. That is half the time in this first round of competition.
There's the railroad spike shape that Dwayne's working on.
For the blade shapes, I'm going to be basically doing them on the fly. I'm going to draw it out and see what it looks like. That's just what it's going to be.
I'm not quite sure where that one's going. Dwayne kind of has a long, I don't know, parallel edge thing with a big hook at the back of it. I'd like to see him get more shape into that blade.
Most people look at me and I don't smile a whole lot. So they're like, he just looks kind of grumpy all the time. But I'm happy, I'm easygoing, I'm smiling on the inside. It's just me.
I am loving Drew's design because he's left the semblance of what a railroad spike was.
I want to keep it recognizable as a railroad spike without having a big nasty butt on the end of the knife. So I'm gonna make, it's almost like an eagle claw or something. It wraps around the outside of your hand. It's may not be super functional. Feels good in the hand though.
My next step is to start refining that profile.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Quentin has just turned one of our grinders 90 degrees onto its side. These grinders have always had this capability. It's the first time we've seen anybody utilize it.
The benefit of using that grinder in a horizontal position, the convex edge of that wheel is less surface area. So it's removing material much, much faster that way.
There are only 45 minutes remaining in this first round of competition.
All three of my knives were forged out, but I know that I didn't put a whole lot of profile onto these blades like most other smiths would. Mine looked like thinned out spikes.
While John has put twists in his handles, his blade continues to stay thin.
I'm just gonna keep my knives pretty narrow and hope for the best, but I gotta get rid of any imperfections I can find. Hammer dents, hopefully no cracks.
I got all my blades ready to heat treat. I'll put one in, I'll get it to thermal cycle. So while it's cooling down, I'm heating up another one. Once one's ready, then I can set it off to the side and I can work on the next one.
When we go to strength tests, we have a lot of broken blades because guys don't thermocycle. So this is nice to see.
Railroad spikes are a softer steel because they're not made to get hard. They're made to take the stresses of the railroad. So they're not particularly good knife steel. Great letter opener steel.
That's not to say.
One of the blades has been quenched. Woohoo!
Only 11 more to go.
Oh, that one good.
There we go.
That's 2 for Dwayne.
It feels great to have this much time on the clock and have almost all my blades heat treated.
You're all quenched?
I got 2 of them done.
Straight?
Yeah. Hard too.
Working next to Dwayne was a lot like the days when I was working in a restaurant next to a cook who I meshed with really well. Just having another person next to you who you were comfortable with is a big deal.
I need to do some grinding before I quench.
I'm gonna clean up the profile of the blades. I got a little bit of warpage, some thick areas. I'm gonna clean all of that up.
I really am surprised at how thick Drew's blades look from here.
That's good. He can grind them down, get all the scale off he wants to, make them really nice looking.
Did Quentin just quench a blade?
Yep, quench the first one.
Quench the first blade, no problems, nice and straight.
And there's 2.
It's 2 blades quenched for Quentin.
The second blade,
Simply
not so much. It's dead soft. Oh crap.
Did he go back into the fire? Did he put
I
it back
think he
in the
went
fire?
back into the forge. He's not done yet.
Quentin's got multiple blades in the fire at once.
Oh, that worries me with heat treat. You don't want to be quenching one blade, worrying about the other's overheating.
If I have to waste time rehardening this blade, how long until I move on to the next blade if I don't get it hard? I'm pretty much going home.
Especially in this day and age.
Second blade, it's nowhere close to hard.
Did he go back into the fire? Did he put
I
it back
think he
in the
went
fire?
back into the forge. He's not done yet.
If I don't get it hard, I'm pretty much going home.
Yeah, there's two.
The blade did get significantly harder, but there wasn't a whole lot of time for the third quench, and, well, my brain just starts to panic a little bit.
Have my set in stone style of way that I am.
So it looks like John's got one of his blades quenched.
First quench, everything's hard.
Second blade going in.
I definitely don't want anything to go wrong. It's the heart and soul of the blade. Hard as glass. Second quench works out great. I'm hard all the way through. One more to go, third time's a charm.
I'm very surprised at how quickly Dwayne has turned out 3 blades.
I didn't think that I would be this far along at this time. So I'm really excited that I have enough time to clean up and grind and get what I want. I like a clean blade. I'm not real fond of the rustic look. There we go.
All that stuff that we just talked about, wrapping it up. I don't know.
So Drew's got one blade quenched.
I'm doing one at a time. The first one, I'm confident with everything.
Drew's got to be feeling the pressure now because he knows he's got 2 more blades that need to be quenched, and he hasn't left a lot of room in his timeline to correct any deficiencies or errors that might occur.
The second one didn't have any issues. One more blade, but I'm running out of time. I have to get this one perfect.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bladesmith, shut down your machines, drop your tools. This round is over. 4 contestants, 12 knives. The more that we raise the bar, the more these guys rise to the occasion.
This was a very difficult challenge. Never in my life have I thought that I was going to have to work on 3 different blades in a 3-hour span. Now I've just hoped that the judges like them as much as I do.
3 hours, 12 knives. We asked, you guys delivered. Now it's time for the judges to take a closer look at your work. John, you're up first. Please present your blades to the judges.
It's got that classic traditional twist handles. A little of this hammer work is uneven. You can see on this blade how it's thinner here and fatter here. I'd love to see these blades get lined up with their handles.
Right now, this is for butter, this is for...
Fact, wait a minute. Oh, now that I'm looking at the notes I do have for the upcoming schedule, this is episode 7 and it will not have any extended cuts exclusive. So episode 8 will have either, well, episode 8's gonna have 2 of them. So this is gonna be the only one for episode 7. Episode 8's gonna have 2 extended cuts, and then the following one will be also alone by itself. Just like me, right here, right now, Mickey Gemini, the Vault of Doom. And there's no fucking better way to be jamming out than without letting it roar. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you guys later. Let it roar.